Welcome back to the coverage for the Ultimate Time Wizard in Bologna. We are going to be watching the semi-final to decide who will advance to the top four between Lucas and Gianluca. Vaio Turbo against Gladiator Beast. What a matchup. We have already seen Gianluca in action earlier on, where he dominated against Blackwing. Will he be able to do so and advance to the final again? Let's find out. He will be going first. Big advantage here.
If you're up against Gladiator Beast, how would you feel like playing, Vaio Turbo?
Not the worst, I think. It's okay. I mean it definitely depends on the experience you have against the deck, because it's not the most popular option out there, and it's a deck that you need to know how to play against. So, but overall, I think that if you play well, you have a matchup against it. Like it's quite doable. And here we see Delilah. Again, this is very uncommon in Vayu. You usually see just the free Raikos, and we do see a Book of Moon to punish it. As I was saying, the problem for Gladiator Beast is decks that have both traps and monsters that are annoying, and that is the perfect definition of Vayu. Obviously, there are still things that are bad, but the fact that you can also play Royal Oppression is just so scary for the deck. And here comes Trap Stun plus Prisma. Are we gonna see the Test Tiger combo? That's the question. It is there. Wow, this is the best possible combo of the deck. And Trap Stun was used preventively, pretty much to play around Solemn Judgment, which is the only possible punish there. Do you agree with using it?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I guess there is, there is room for debate, because it's the only card. Otherwise, you keep the stun. I guess just because you do have another copy of Trap Stun in hand, I agree with it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't use it, because in this case, as you can see, the prison was there, and if it's prison, you just get rid of it for free.
Yeah. No, I agree. Maybe the only scenario which you activated is if you have another one in hand, which is the case, because otherwise you always get him. Yeah.
And here, sometimes you see double Laguari, but that can be punished by brain control. So I'm interested to see if we are gonna go for something else. I'm not sure if he's playing Oplomus, but they're also an option for some. And yeah, plays around brain control by summoning the Sam Knight. Usually you see this off Test Tiger, but it actually has an effect that can come up, which is that if it destroys a monster by battle, you can search for any Gladiator Beast card, including the War Chariot. So this could be, secret effect. Quite annoying against like Reich or Armageddon. It can be decent. Okay, we top deck the Allure. Great way to start things off. Obviously, wanna find Heavy Storm, which is the best card by far against the deck.
One of them is Trap Stun, the other one we don't know, right?
Yeah, I know there is an MST. I don't know if it's in hand or face down though. Because I mean, setting both stun and MST seems a little redundant, so... we banish another tech card, which is this Elfin. Usually you don't see it at all, but yeah, it's like Lucas has really spied up his deck. And only a face down monster though, wow. Oof, what a top deck. Yeah, and he picks up his card. Quick game one goes to Gianluca and his Gladiator Beast deck. A brutal opener. I mean... Stun, Prisma, and Tiger is just the absolute dream.
Yeah, I mean, what a top deck, especially because you know, like very slow start from our Vayu Turbo player,
Yeah.
and yeah, the Prism itself it just seals the game. And
Yeah,
here
yeah.
after sliding, how do you feel like it? Because you know, like,
Yeah, I don't know. I think I actually like it more for Vayu. Um, there are some matchups in which you need to win game one, but I think the best thing going for Vayu is that I don't think there are many cards in the format that you can define game winning against the deck after siding. And it's the opposite for the majority of the other decks. And especially in Vayu, you can side a lot of these insane cards, such as the Virus, the Oppression, and I think Gladiator Beast is one of those decks where you can accept losing game one, because after siding you really can take out the dead cards and then have your deck optimized with 3 copies of Dust, both Oppressions, Cyber Dragon, all of your main deck monsters, and I think they are not gonna have such an optimized deck. I think overall you still have the edge, but obviously, being 0-1 is never a good feeling. So we'll have to see. And Gianluca has come prepared with cards such as Nobleman of Crossout to really, try and push back those Amster Raiko opening. Yeah,
and
just
I really I really want to see now how the approach, Jaluga's approach will be like because trap stun
Mhm.
against Vayu Turbo, honestly, it's a bit weak as well,
It's
right?
it's risky mostly because the thing is they can destroy with Raiko and then or with Lila, which she has seen, and yeah, that is not a good feeling. But at the same time, it seems like it's kind of unnecessary evil because how are you gonna deal with like multiple trap cards and oppression? So I think you still need to use it and. I don't know. I mean, we are gonna see for sure cars like Dust in both players' decks, so um, it's mostly gonna be on Lucas though to set up a field. And yeah, here comes a nice handshake, and let's take a look at these openers. A really good card, by the way, is the Necrogarna in this matchup. If you set it up, there is zero things that the deck can do to play around it, and it really push Gladiator Beast back. So if you have access to like Greffer and Armageddon and you want to set it up, it can be really annoying. But we are just gonna see a T set, most likely a Raiko, and on the other end, what is going to be the response? Wow, Bestiari, really brave. Can get punished by Bottomless and Prison, but it's not gonna attack.
So he has the Chariot for sure from the way he played this out.
Yeah. I mean, at least he wants to represent it. Maybe he doesn't have it. Because this is
Yes.
kind of a mind game. The problem is that since it is Bestiari, you need to flip the Raiko. Like, if it was any other Gladiator Beast, maybe you don't. And yeah, the Chariot was there, though. But I mean, you need to flip it because what are you gonna do? If you don't flip it, any monster, they just make Gezarus. So,
Yeah.
but this is brutal. Chariot is obviously really good against Vayu. And now we're gonna see the Armageddon. Not really what you wanna go for either, because like, are you really gonna commit 2 cars to make the Plague Spreader?
The only thing I'm
No.
Igard, no. Huh. Does he have Chaos Sorcerer?
No, I think he's just gonna pass. Yeah, just gonna pass.
No.
And these can get punished heavily. I don't think I would have set another card. Ooh, and we see the DD Crow in the end phase to just get rid of the Garna. I was thinking we have maybe a trap stun, you know, to punish this, but
Yeah.
we have the Crow, and that's even better. Because I think, again, with trap stun, you can just do so much here. Any monster would be enough. We attacked, and it is trap stun. Do we have something else? We do not, and this is brutal. Yeah. +1. We can go a quest getting back the chariot. Yeah.
Giroud is so much ahead in this one, honestly.
Yeah, he's really, really ahead at the moment. Gets the +1 off the quest. Unless there is a DD Crow as well. But no. Which actually, funny enough, is pretty good against the Gladiator Beast. Because when they play Prisma or in these kind of spots, like if you hit the Prisma as in the first game, that can be game over. And yeah, here comes 2 more face downs, looking rough for Lucas. Can he find a monster like Cyber Dragon, Sirocco? That's really what you wanna have here. Or even Greffer could be decent. And yeah, there comes Sirocco. Good starting point. We're gonna attack into Book of Moon. And yeah, another face down. We can just attack. There was no battle trap on one of the sets, so yeah, it's just gonna to resolve. And again, back to square one. With this, yeah, very simplified game state, looking really good for Gianluca. And here comes a bit of interesting one, because if we want to chariot, then they get and the heavy storm gone. Really bad mills.
Bottomless brain. Wow.
We can chariot, but then they get a +1 of the trooper. So let's see what Gianluca wants to do. Yeah, you can tell the nerves are kicking in. They both really want to advance to the finals and play it out for the ultimate Time Wizard title. I mean, it does sound like a pretty cool title.
I think did he allow it?
I think so. No, I think so. I mean, yeah, I think so. He did, and then he used the Book of Moon on the attack, which I guess tells me that he wants to use Chariot on the draw effect, which is questionable. Here comes a monster. Do we have Torrential? Would be so good with the Trooper. No, we allowed it, and then we are gonna play around Mirror Force. And yeah, this makes sense because we want to use the quest, like the Chariot and then the Retiari, to get back. Unless, for some reason, we are only playing one quest, which would shock me. But he's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's thinking about it, honestly. From the way he played this out, I think he's going for the Chariot here.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. And are we gonna see a royal oppression? Because that could be one of the few ways in which we come back into the game. And we do see a royal oppression. I think it's sent to the deck as cost. By the way, yeah, exactly. Are we gonna see a response? We do not see a response, and this is huge. This could be the window to get back into these semifinals. Huge +1. Chariot is gone. Only on a quest in defense. Yeah, seems like they are debating a little bit about life point count. Yeah, seems like there has only been 900.
It is the Bestiary on the Armageddon plus
yeah,
800 of the Oppression.
And now he's actually on a big minus in terms of card advantage, and there are so many good draws off the top from Lucas. Let's see what he picks up. I mean, Armageddon, Greffer. Seems like he's only setting a face-down monster now that the threat of the Chariot is gone. But yeah, the pressure is on Gianluca to find a way to get rid of this oppression. He cannot really play the game, and I think he's drawing into a lot of monsters at the moment. Not ideal. And yeah, battle phase is Raiko. No, it's just Vayu. That's good enough, because there was a Sirocco booked.
I think he has 2 monsters in hand, so...
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. And yeah, he's gonna set a monster and pass. Brutal situation, and Vayu is used. Only one face down that is unknown could save Gianluca at the moment. After what seemed like a brutal start, and it's going to be big Hook of Moon. That's good.
Third one, yeah. I really need something to deal with the royal oppression. Caius? Wow.
That's big. That's a huge Caius, and he needs a really good top deck here, like Smashing or another book, and it's another monster maybe. Wow. Definitely unfortunate, but we have mentioned it, that it's one of the downsides of the Gladiator Beast deck, that you can draw sometimes too many monsters or too many spell and traps and get punished this way. And yeah, this seems like it's completely unwinnable by Gianluca. Cannot even hope to win by, you know, life point count, and yeah, he's just gonna set a few monsters and he's completely behind. He's probably
going one after the other.
Yeah, drawing every monster in the deck, hoping to get like Heavy Storm, but I don't even think that does it. So we could just... Okay, this is a very good card actually, a favorite of mine. The Ancient Forest, what it does is that it has a Sword of Revealing Light kind of effect. It flips, and it says that the flip monsters are not cannot be used, and at the same time it has a very annoying effect that if a monster attacks, at the end of the battle phase, it is destroyed. Which obviously works really well for Gladiator Beast, as they can switch out, but not so much for his opponent. But now he goes for Bestiari. I guess goes 1 for 1. Just forces his opponent to pay. I'm not sure that was needed, but yeah, now essentially the field spell makes it so that this Caius cannot really attack unless for game, and this could be enough because he already has the arm wing, right? Yeah, so this is game.
Yeah, it is. 49-72. Yeah.
Yeah. Well spotted, and the game is tied. We are gonna go to game 3. Yeah, just counting the damage, and yeah, this is plenty enough. As we can see, fist bump. We're going to game 3 after what seems like a insane opener by Gianluca, and that he could swiftly take over the match and advance to the finals. Luca said, no, I'm here to play, I'm here to stay and give it my best, and he is now also one game away from making it to the finals and from making a huge comeback in this semi-final.
Yeah, from the way he started this game, too, honestly, we thought he was on Gianluca's side for the very first turns, and that the Royal Oppression honestly changed everything. So if the deck really doesn't see any out, yeah, that's how it ends. So let's just find out how this turns out to be. I think it was very unfortunate, on the other hand, for Gianluca to draw a monster after the other, and couldn't really deal with that Royal Oppression with the Dust Tornado trap stand that he has in the deck. But we mentioned this before, like sometimes the deck lacks of consistency.
Yeah, we have mentioned it, and it's definitely gonna be crucial, but we did say that Royal Oppression was gonna be one of the key cards, and it really showed that this game 2 was single-handedly won by the card, and Gianluca is definitely gonna prepare for it now in game 3.
Let's see how this turns out, but still, I think advancing into the tournament and being into this top 4 and planning what could be your final game and advancing into the final of this amazing tournament to have a chance and win a copy of Giant Card of the Dark Arm Dragon. It's unbelievable, to be fair, and it all comes down to this. So
such an incredible price, but only one of these 2 duelists can put their hands on it, and the opponent has already won its semifinals. It's gonna be Blackwing, run by Federico, waiting for the winner of this match in the finals. Let's see if they're gonna be able to advance and then beat it. But now we see a mix of monsters. I think it's 3 traps and 3 monsters from Gianluca.
yeah. One of the
And
monsters means
wow, we choose to start things off with... Oh, and there is a rescue cat. I saw a rescue cat, and we are starting things off with Prisma. What this does is that next turn we can go cut into basically building our own Prisma plus Tiger, which can be really powerful, especially because he has Waboko and Stun. This opener is insane.
he loses to Heavy Storm.
Yeah, mainly, but not necessarily, because like it needs to be something like heavy plus oppression,
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah.
Something like this could do it. And let's see what he's gonna be facing off against. But really solid stuff from the Gladiator Beast player. Prisma Eyes is really good card. And Brain, okay. Maybe Brain plus Gale would also be interesting to maybe go Black Rose. Or, yeah, Caius, I guess, it's also good.
Yeah.
If it hits the trap stun, it could be devastating.
Yeah, Kai is also a good one.
And
Yeah.
it's gonna be Caius. So this is a huge 50-50. If it hits the trap stun, and it's gonna be the trap stun.
Wow.
Wow. I think I saw a Royal Oppression in the end from Lucas, and this was a huge snipe because we have the Rescue Cat. Wow.
Wow. If he's really holding a Royal Oppression,
What a punish this could be.
yeah, this may have been the game changer. He drew a Bestiary as well.
Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate pickup. Not what you want to see another monster. And this might come down to it, but I don't think, by the way, Gianluca has played that he's gonna recklessly go for the cat. But instead he does, and I'm pretty sure I did see the oppression. Let's see if I was correct. It is the
Wow.
oppression, and that's so good. Oh my. What seems like a dream end was met by the perfect counter in Brain Caius oppression. I think Gianluca doesn't believe that he's losing this game.
What a hand is this? Brain Caius Oppression Brigade.
Yeah. Just mill some cards. Can get Delilah if he wants. Torrential is not really played in Gladiator Beast, but yeah, you can also just go for a safe Raiko. But in general, yeah, I mean, you're just in a super good spot. He attacks, gets me, but this Dimensional Prison, but yeah, that doesn't really matter. It's the same as Game 2. If Gianluca doesn't find a way to out the oppression, his deck does nothing. It's just a bunch of small monsters that don't have an effect. So, and he's drawing a lot, I can tell you that much. It really seems like a repeat of Game 2 at the moment. He has now drawn Bottomless, which doesn't really help. He has 2 monsters, so he might be forced to just summon one and attack. And yeah, he does so. And this is a big decision. Attacks the monster and gets the Necrogarna, which is a big deal.
No value, no Sirocco yet being milled.
Yeah, unfortunate meals, but at least the Necrogarna, which we have mentioned, will be really good if the oppression is outed. And now we see a Greffer, which is a huge deal, plus Sirocco. I mean, it was about time. And yeah, I mean, I think you also go for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you don't go for it.
Like, sure, you can play around Mirror Force, but I mean, I think you can just, yeah, you go for it. I totally agree with this. He's gonna be met by Bottomless on the Arm Wing. But that's fine. You still push damage. You have a monster that is bigger than the one Gianluca is holding, because he has the Bestiary in hand. I guess you... No, you always attack. You can think about not, but yeah.
Yeah, you attack.
Like, you have the read that one is not a battle trap, because when he had Caius, he couldn't use it, and then he used the other one, so you know that that's not a battle trap. and completely commits to the field. No more cards in hand for Lucas, and another monster top decked. Really does seem like game 2 is going to happen again. And this means Lucas could be advancing to the finals after what again seemed like a perfect opener by Gianluca.
You draw a Dark Monster to this card. Ooh, there's a Burial.
That's big.
Uh,
Huge Burial. Sending back 3 targets. Gonna use the effect. I think the last card could be a Waboku, if I'm not mistaken. And that does
Yeah.
nothing. It doesn't do anything with that oppression. And yeah, it's just gonna attack, push 17, and there is only one more draw, and I couldn't tell you what that could be to save him. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't really see a hope. Is it another monster, really? Yeah, it's Test Tiger.
No.
Wow. Very unfortunate pickups once again from Gianluca, and it seems like there is no hope at all. Lucas is riding this royal oppression to victory ever since game 2 started. This has been the key card of the match.
Ooh, Dust Tornado
And
on
a
the
Dust,
set.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna see the Waboku. At least he will live to see another turn. But I don't know what he could get. Because not even Heavy Storm or MST does it. Because, I mean, yeah, it's just gonna attack to reveal this Test Tiger. But I mean, the fact that I think Darius is gone, Bestiary is in the end, even if you draw Heavy Storm, I don't think it's enough. Like, it's decent, but like with the Gardener Engrave, it's not enough. And it draws, oof, the nail in the coffin, the Dust Tornado now. Wow.
Yeah, this basically signs pretty much the deal,
Yeah.
because
That's really unfortunate. Dust would have been so good for a lot of turns, but now it's completely useless. He's just gonna set a face down, pass. And now Lucas has another opportunity to bring this one home. Oof,
yeah.
and he top decks Armageddon, which seals the deal unless he wants to play around Mirror Force, which I would highly doubt given that he has another value engrave. He only needs to declare an attack to win and advance to the finals, where he will be facing off against Federico and his Blackwing deck. And he does! He does attack. Moments away from winning it. Only one more attack to be the finalist. And yeah, here comes the Dust Tornado is revealed. Nice handshake and congratulations to both. But in the end, Lucas wins it and advances to the finals. So thank you guys for being with us, and make sure to do not miss the finals between Lucas and Federico.